Well, out there, it is Saturday. It's overcast and warm out here in Southern California. Out in parts of the high desert, it's already hitting over 100 and be getting hotter. I hear it'll be like 108 out in Baker by Wednesday, so no more desert trips for a while. But I'm just staying home and got a little project I've been thinking about for a long time, and I figure out might as well see if it's possible to do. So I've been working on some lights up here. Yeah. So I'm just mocking this up because I don't know whether this is going to work or not. Those are 6x9 halogens. I'm going to convert those to HID, to 75 watt HIDs. But there's some issues, you know. I want to mount them up on the ladder rack, but I can't be driving around with them like that. The laws here in California, you can't drive around with lights like that without covers on them. And although I do have covers for them, they're kind of a pain in the ass to be putting on and taking off all the time. And if you leave them all the time, they just disintegrate in the sunshine. You know, they just get brittle and crack and fall off. So what I want to do on these particular lights is I want them to flip down. I want them to fold forward, face down, and this way they'll be low, they'll be clear, have some protection with the rack. And then I want them to be able to flip up into position, all 5 of them at one time. So that's number one reason why, it's taking me so long to figure this out. I've done 3 or 4 different drawings and different ideas, but when you get down to actually mounting them, it's like, oh, that's not going to work, and that's not going to work. So this is just a prototype, I'm just making them up as I go along, and what works and what don't work. It's not no finished product or anything. The wood here is just to hold the lights up so I can actually see if this is going to work or not. You mount your lights up on the roof like this, or anywhere above your windshield here. You got a problem with glare, so either you mount them farther back, so you got to cut off. They're cut off, and you're not getting reflection off your hood, especially on a white truck like this. I learned that lesson on my Bronco. Yeah, lights were great, except the whole front of the hood's glowing back at you. Okay, so that's one reason why I have them mounted back here, because I want them to shoot over the bar and cut the light off from reflecting on my hood. So I think that'll work. And then I want them to actually fold down from this position to that position and be relatively tucked behind the bar. Now they're thicker than the bar, so they are going to stick up a little bit. I want them down, a little down anyway. They're not going to go all the way down. I don't want them hanging down here either. So my one problem right now is just mounting them. The pivot point. I'm thinking I could almost drill right through the bar here, and that'd be my pivot point. And then for the up and down motorized part of it, I was thinking of a 12-volt linear actuator. And those are pretty inexpensive. I've seen a lot of them made in China, $40 to $60.